Hello, everyone, and welcome to Horse Center this lovely Tuesday. I am Wild Jamie, and with me is everybody's favorite co-host, Swiss Army Sean. And our special guest tonight just happens to be my most favorite person in the entire world, Jockey Alberto Burgos. Hey, Alberto, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, thank you for having me tonight in here. I'm so happy. This
And
is my fear interview.
Oh, wonderful. We are so glad that we could be your first interview. Right now, you are in Turfway Park and you are doing great there. Sean and I were just discussing actually before we went live about how your name has been coming up frequently as someone who's really kind of hitting their stride, getting better and better all the time. And we see huge things for your future in 2023. So we'll discuss that in a bit. But for now, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got your start in racing? What first brought you into the business?
Well, I was in intermediate and I'm in high school with uh, Victor Carrasco brother, Carlos Carrasco. So he talked to me about it a little bit and I get more interested in on it and I start investigating and I went to Puerto Rico school. I was 2 years in school, Puerto Rico school. Then I graduated from there. I ride a couple months. In May, I moved to Miami. But Miami, like in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I fell off, broke my collarbone, and I had to stop for 3 months, and then I come back again. I don't even win a race yet. I don't even win one race. So I
Wow.
was to start coming again in September. I was coming again working in Miami. Then in November 1st, I will never forget in Calder in the turf, 1 mile with us. I don't forget the name for the trainer. Oscar Gonzalez me Quaima. I win my first race in turf, 1 mile,
Oh,
and
awesome.
the exact day I win my second race too.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
So
You just got rolling right away then.
yeah.
So you
So
got
after that, I
injured.
just keep going. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. There's a little bit of a delay there. Go ahead and finish.
No, I say, yeah, and after that, just keep going and keep working on it.
Awesome. So you got injured before you even won your first race. I mean, at that point, did you reconsider your career or did that not set you back at all mentally?
Never. I just say I'm gonna heal good and I will come back stronger. I never doubt about it, never regret about my career. I mean, never second thoughts run into my mind. Nothing. I just say I will come back stronger, and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it.
Awesome. That's what my husband always says. He says that you don't really know who's a jockey until they get hurt, because that's when you really start thinking, okay, am I all about this or not? So good for you that you had that first
Yeah,
setback right
because
away and
when
realized,
because when they come back, they are like a little bit afraid, and they are like afraid to go into a rail. They mean, and when that happened to you, people always told me just quit or something because it's really hard.
right. All right, we've already got comments coming in. I guess everyone else loves you as much as I do. Gabriel Perez says, Saludos, Alberto. And
Hello,
here we
Gabi.
and Yari Rodriguez, I don't know if I'm saying that right, just goes, all right. I love it. Got a lot of fans out there. Okay, so Alberto, this last summer, like I said, you really hit your stride. You had an excellent summer at Presque Isle Downs. Sean has mentioned to me before that a lot of people were talking about you. So tell us a little bit about your last summer and why you think things really kind of started coming together for you there.
So I was in Tampa in the winter, that winter, and I have to be honest. I wasn't doing really well. I was asking people for gallop because people don't give me opportunity in Tampa. So I was asking people for gallop, and this guy, he rest in peace. He died this summer. He introduced me with Randy Russell,
Okay.
and Randy Russell take me in his wing, I'll always say, and he bring me to Prescott, and he made me put me every single horse, and I start from there, and I just pick it up more mounts, and the rest is story. I do good there.
Awesome. Very exciting. And you recently made the move from Tampa to Turfway. So, how has that relocation been for you? Are you okay? It's very cold up there.
I mean, it's really cold, but I've been cold before. I was in Maryland, riding in Maryland in cold weather. But I mean, it doesn't bother me that much the cold weather,
Okay.
and because I get used to it real quick. I mean, the first couple of days I'm like, oh, I'm dying, but then after that, I'm like, okay, it is not that bad. I mean, yesterday it was like 20 degrees, 15 degrees, and I was working horses in the morning, and I was sweating.
Oh, okay. Woo. Wow. I don't know how you go from Puerto Rico to Tampa to Turfway Park, but good for you that you're adjusting well. And we have a question here from Grandma Horse Racing. Find out his hair care products. Okay, so how do you keep that dude looking so good? We've got a fan here.
I have to be honest. I got no secret. I just do shampoo and that's it.
Okay. Not all of us can wake up beautiful, Alberto. We thought that you could give us some kind of pointer there, but oh well.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so right now you're at Turfway, and then you've also ridden at Presque Isle, which has the synthetic surface. You mentioned that you won your first race on the turf. Which is your favorite surface to ride on?
Really, when I went to Prescott, I don't know. People tell me, "Oh, it's different here. It's like turf. It's like this. It's like other thing." But when I start riding in there, I don't know. I get along with that track really good. I
Yeah.
mean, everything was working for me in the track in the poly, and I think I love poly too. Poly and turf because it's kind of the same. Poly track
Right.
and turf and turf. But yeah, I think those track poly and turf
Okay, very
both.
cool. We've got a couple more comments here from Samuel Sanchez Melendez. Ese es mi jockey. Shouldn't you say mi jinete? Is that how you say that? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we have a question here from Did I Say Bet? Who has helped you out the most, trainers or other jockeys? Who has kind of mentored you? You mentioned Randy Russell, and then I know that Willie Martinez has helped mentor you. Can you give us any other names of people who have kind of helped you along?
I think since I came to United States, a lot of people helped me, but I have to say I get most of the jockey they always helped me. When I was in Miami, I got Edgar Sayas, Christian Torres when he was there, and Edgar Prado. All of them they're teaching me good. When I was in Maryland, I got Angel Cruz, Alex Intron, all the. I mean, the trainer and most other people help me, but more jockeys.
Sure. I mean, they're there with you all day and they're in the trenches, and it's in their best interest that you ride smart and safe as well. So I can't blame them there.
I learned from Prescott to protect my friends in the track and everything. And if I do something wrong, Willie Martinez grab my ear.
So how stretched out is your ear? How many times have you scared out?
I don't know. I can feel nothing this side.
Hey, it paid off. You're doing great.
So you mentioned Puerto Rico school. Is that the popular one and all these good jockeys come from?
Yeah, I mean that's the only one we have in Puerto Rico.
Okay, so that explains it
for 2 years.
That explains it right there. You're another one, just smiling, laughing, just every day. So I don't know what it is about that school. Somebody's got to tell us about that school. What goes on there besides teaching great riders?
Yeah. I mean, they teach you about the business, right? But they teach you too about how you have to be with people. I mean, you can be grumpy. You can be like, I'm the smarter, I'm the biggest. I mean, you no matter what you do. I mean, they don't teach you that like right away. You kind of learn by yourself. They just give you the tools, and you learn that by yourself. That you always have to be like humble, no matter what you do, no matter how many races do you win, how many races do you win, or something. You just have to be yourself. So that's one of the good things they teach you there in Puerto Rico. The good thing when you're 2 years there, the first year you start grooming horses.
Yeah.
So you know how to groom. Then you start going to the small track inside the big one. You got small track, and you start learning in there. Then after that, you go into the big one, to the normal one. Then you start galloping there for trainers and everything. They tell you, hey, go to the barn area and hustle your mounts, your horses for gallop, and hustle everything. Then after that, you got 8 apprentice races. That's where we learn too. So the first 4 is in the morning. You hustle your mount, like ask the trainer, like, hey, can you give me a horse for ride? And the trainer give you the horse. And in the morning you got 4 races like normal. You go into the gate and everything. You broke. It's like 5 furlong. Then after that you got four more on the afternoon. But in that one, now you go into the paddock. You go to the post parade and everything. Then the last one is, I think it's 6 or 7 furlong, and they give you a trophy and everything if you win that race. And I never win a race. I just win that one.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you went straight for the trophy. I love it. That is so cool. Well, thank you for that insight into the jockey school, because we see a lot of riders come from there, and we're always really curious about, and we actually had this comment here, which you pretty much addressed, about how do you make it as a jockey. That's perfect right there. And I'm sorry, Sean, I have to interrupt you because I've got so many comments lining up
That's
here.
fine.
I'll get right back to you. We have Emil Baez with fire strong emoji. Very cool. We have Sean Patrick Nolan, who says, one of my favorite Alberto moments was when he won the Miss Gracie at Gulfstream with Marie's Melody. Tell us a little bit about that one.
I would never forget that feeling. I would never forget that day. I would never forget everything about that moment. So that was a filly I was riding for Ramon Minguet, and he decided one day put in allowance. She was a very honest filly. We finished 2nd and 3rd. Then after that, he decided to put that filly in the stakes, Miss Grace stake. And the night before, I was with my agent eating, and I told my agent, man, I think I got a good shot in here. He told me, what are you talking about, kid? I mean, this is 30-1. I believe in you, but this is a 30-1 horse. It's a long shot. See, I know the filly. I rode the filly 4 or 5 times. I win like 3 on her. I know the filly. She have a big heart. She always gave me everything. So that day in the paddock, I thought I was gonna be nervous, but I didn't. I don't know. I didn't. I was so concentrated, so focused. And I told the trainer, I saw the odds. I told the trainer, we are 30-1 right now, but I feel in my heart we're 9-2. I feel it in my heart. And the trainer told me, well, kid, I believe in you. Do your best. I mean, I get along with that feeling really good. We just break in the front. We just set it up easy. And when I decide to run to move her, she respond me, and she never stopped. The announcer say, and they can call the long shot Marie's Melody. She just run till the end. I love that feeling.
Yes.
Is that a rewarding feeling when your odds are? So explain, like when you went on a 30-1 or when you have to ride like a 6-5, the difference in the feeling of having to ride the different odds like that.
I mean, sometimes it is, because sometimes when you don't know the horse, and the horse is 40-1, 50-1, and you don't know the horse, it's like, I'm gonna try my best, but I don't know how the horse or the filly is. But when you rode the horse before and you know the horse can do it, I mean, it's just like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Do you ever feel the pressure when you're the favorite though, like a heavy favorite?
Before when I was in Puerto Rico, I rode like 2 or 3 favorite, and I always say I was like, I'm a tough guy. I would never get nervous. But when that days come, I'm just like shaking. I'm asking people and everything. But because it's your first favorite, so you don't want to screw up or something. But after my friend Edgar Sayas told me this, it doesn't matter. Favorites lose sometimes too. So don't get pressure. Favorite lose, and just ride as smart as you can, and always do your best. And that's what I do.
Yeah, they lose like 70% of the time. So
Yeah.
So being a young guy, and you probably share the jocks room with some guys you probably watched at a young age. Have you ever been like starstruck or been like, wow, I finally got to meet this person?
Yeah,
Besides Willie Martinez.
Besides Willie Martinez. No, when I first time meet Johnny V, and I was like, wow, watch this guy in the TV, and he's right here. And one day when I was in the gate, and I look at my side, and I got Irod, and then I look to the other side, and I got Jose, and I got Taylor, and I got Luis, and I was like, what am I doing in here? I was like,
oh, that's awesome. Riding with the best makes you the best, though. That's great.
What do you think your biggest strength is as a rider right now?
I never give up. I never like, some jockeys, when something doesn't work for them or they don't get the opportunity, they get upset, they get mad. Oh, I'm not gonna work. Oh, this trainer, he's not gonna give me an opportunity. He show up in the morning grumpy. He show up in the morning and like mad. And the trainers always see that, owners, everybody see that. So I always smiling, always happy, always tell everybody good morning. You know, I mean, always saying joke. Jamie, know.
Yeah.
Always telling joke to everybody. I mean, I'm always like trying to be in a good mood for everybody. Try to give them a good vibe so they can trust me on everything. So I think that is I'm always the same, no matter what happens.
Absolutely, I agree. And we got a comment here from Samuel Sanchez Melendez. Keep humble, that's it. And well, I hate to break everyone's heart. We've got a question here. Willie Martinez says soon PID Jamie's favorite dancer, and Emil Baez says, I'm coming back to Pennsylvania. All right, Alberto, you wanna tell the people what's up?
I don't. I'm not gonna come back. I'm not gonna go back to Prescott. I'm gonna stay in Indiana. I'm gonna stay in Indiana.
Well, we wish you all the best in Indiana, and I'm sure that your success that you've been having will continue there, and you'll just keep getting better and better. So we wish you all the best, but you do have to come hang out with us sometime. Everyone's going to miss you like crazy. Awesome. I do have to ask one question that's a little bit off topic, because you were the life of the party at my wedding. I don't even care that I wasn't the star of my wedding. You were. That is 100% fine with me, because I mean, I was like, who is this guy? I love him. He's just all over the place. He's so happy. He's so funny. He's like just amazing. Where did you learn how to dance? Because that was a wedding full of amazing Puerto Rican dancers, and I think you were the best. So what's up with that?
You want the truth, Jamie? You want the truth?
Yes, I want the truth.
I don't know how to dance. I just get a couple drinks and do it.
It's working. It's working. I mean, we had people doing backflips. We had people stripping, and you still were the star of the show, even over all that. So
I think he's the first. I think he's the first guest too that we used a picture of him maybe holding an alcoholic beverage. What was in? What was in?
That wasn't alcohol. That wasn't alcohol.
Okay.
I love it. And
I stand corrected.
No, that was Kool-Aid. We've got a comment here. I'm going to do my best, guys. I am learning Spanish, pero es muy difícil para mí. So let me try here. Sigue trabajando duro que nosotros seguiremos orando por ti. Un abrazo, mi hermano. Which means continue working hard so that we can follow you. I don't know.
I say continue working hard. We always will follow you, and we're praying for you. Big hug, brother.
Okay, perfect. Love it. See, I was close-ish. And we've got another comment here from Yari Rodriguez. We love you in Pennsylvania. Hey, you are loved everywhere you go, Alberto. That is your superpower. So keep going on that track. That will not take you anywhere but good places.
Well, that's another question. Did you know English right away, or did you have to learn it?
No, when I went to Miami, right? I was there May. So, and I got this agent. He always talked to me, and I was like, yeah, I don't understand what you're saying. He always say yes. But then when I switched to my agent, his name is Saul Hasrana. he teach me how to learn to learn English, how to speak, how to understand. When I have like some problem, I say, "Hi, how you to say this?" And he teach me. So he teach me. The my second agent teach me every morning. He talk to me slow, patiently, and I talk to him back. And then he told me, "Oh, go to the trainer and tell him something." So I went and go to a trainer. I tell him something. The trainer look at me and say, "What the fuck are you saying, kid?" And I explain the same again. And I never get shy talking in English. So he teach me, and I learned English like in a couple months. Just a couple
Wow.
months. I just decide I have to, I want to, and I did it.
That's so
That's
amazing.
unbelievable to me. I had to take Spanish 1 twice in school, and I know how to count a little bit. I know how to say some words. I may know how to say weather, and I know when Spanish people are talking about me in Spanish. There's just a look, but other than that, I'm lost.
And in jockey school, you have an English class too, and they're
Okay.
really good at teaching you. But I'm
Awesome.
really, I mean, I think I'm really like don't pay attention in class. That's something bad on me. So they teach you too in school, but I just learn like in the street, like you say.
Awesome. And we got
So there's no SpongeBob like Pablo.
Yeah.
That is unique. I don't think we'll ever find another SpongeBob aficionado. Grandma Horse Racing says Alberto's enthusiasm is infectious. Grandma, you have no idea. You should see this guy in person. I mean, he is magnetic.
My question, Alberto, is why do you even need an agent?
Right?
Like, you don't even need an agent.
His agent might be sitting right there. You shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, I don't
You might
mean
be
that.
making an
I'm
enemy.
sure he's doing a great job. I'm just saying, Alberto, if it doesn't work out as a jockey, you could be a jockey agent. There you go.
Yeah.
I think I will be a good jockey agent, because when I come here the first time to Indiana Tourway, my agent he's in Tampa right now, because he's wired some stuff. So I come by myself and start introducing with the trainers, and the trainers tell them, "Hey, I like this kid. He's introducing himself really well." Like,
Yeah.
and he say, "Man, the people love you there because you talk to them and you let them know who you are, what you're gonna do, and why you wanna be."
Yeah. It definitely helps. I mean, obviously, your talent is the number one factor when it comes to people choosing jockeys. But if they want you around in the barn hanging out, that gives you more opportunities, like so things are going to come up where they get a double call or whatnot. And they're like, who can I use? Oh, Alberto, he comes by every day and hangs out. So let's try him. And we got a few more comments here. Ada Velez says, Te amamos, mommy and papi. I love
That's
that.
my mom. Love you, mom.
How sweet. Yade Gomez says you're doing great. Yes, you are. And we have a comment here from Carol Swasin. I don't know how to say that. Swawinks. Skawinski. Okay. Wishing you all the best, Alberto. Sorry you are not coming back to Presque Isle Downs. Alberto is a young rider with so much promise. Absolutely. We cannot wait.
Thank you, Carol.
2023.
Carol is a trainer there. I win for her in the Presque Isle Day. I win in the last race for her.
Awesome.
She's my other partner dancer. She's
okay.
In PID and
okay. Well,
they make the
Carol, I'm coming your way. We need to get together because without Alberto, what are we going to do? I'm looking for another dancer. So thanks for putting me onto that hot tip. Okay. Now, Alberto, something that has come up a lot recently, and unfortunately, I'm sure that you have heard about Avery Wisman and what has happened there. And of course, he rode at Presque Isle. So we have been talking here on the show a lot about the mental health of jockeys, the things that they have to go through on a daily basis, which you clearly seem to handle in stride better than anybody. But if you wouldn't mind just telling us a little bit about, like, what is the hardest part of your job being a jockey? Like, what is something that you want people to know about being a jockey that people don't know? You know what I mean? Like non-horsemen, bettors, people just watching the show. What do you want them to know about being a jockey and what's difficult about it?
About don't be with your family. If you're young and you have a family before being jockey, you have like being a daughter, a wife. I mean, it's really hard to be with them. You never are with them in the same house. You always have to move here, move there. You never have have the chance to be a lot with your family, spend some time with them, with your kids. So then growing up sometimes, like me right now, my kids in Puerto Rico, and it's really hard for me. And the other thing is when it's frustrating when you have this pressure that you're not winning, you have to do good, you have to win a race because you need to pay some bills and you're not winning. People not give you the opportunity. You're showing up in the morning, you're doing the best you can, you're doing everything, and nothing is working on for you. People don't give you the opportunity. That's something always going through your head, like I'm doing something wrong, it's my fault that I have to quit. It's always something that happens into your mind, always going through. So those two things, they're really tough. And other thing, Avery, he was more on a rider. He was my friend. He was a really close friend to me. I know him since Maryland. We both have the box in Maryland. We got along each other since there. In Prescott, I was so happy to saw him when he first take in Prescott. I just sharing with him, say, "Hey man, good job." I talked to him. I call him, and I tell him everything. That, "Hey man, you're really good, man," and everything. After he left Prescott, I call him and say, "What are you doing? I want to see you. I hope to see you next summer and everything." And he told me, "Yeah, man, for sure we'll see you next summer." And I was like a month ago that happened, like a 1 month ago, 3 weeks
Wow.
ago that happened. And yeah, that hit me, hit me really, really hard too.
Yeah. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is such a terrible tragedy. And all of the points that you bring up are so valid. Like, we don't even discuss that much here on Horse Center, but a lot of these jockeys are away from their families all the time. They might get to go visit them for like a week, or their family might be able to come see them for a short period of time. But the lifestyle is just where you have to move. There are very few racetracks that are open year round. And especially once children start school, because, sometimes the families will travel, but then once the kids start school, that kid has to be in one location while one of their parents is just traveling the world trying to make a living. And that takes such a mental toll. That's something that Willie and I deal with as well. When he goes to Presque Isle, I stay here with the 4 kids. So I can't even imagine, though, being all the way in Puerto Rico. That's really
Mhm.
hard. But I know you're so proud of your daughter. I saw you posting the other day. She's doing awesome in school. So
Yeah, she
congratulations to her. She's smart
is.
like her dad.
No, thanks. Yeah, she's my everything. Her and my son too.
Awesome. Very cool. And we've
How
got
old
a
are you?
few. Yeah, go
How old are
ahead.
your kids? How
Hey,
old your
my daughter, she's 5 year old, and my little boy, he's 1 year old.
Oh, those are
so
fun ages.
if they grow up and want to be a jockey, your first thing to them would be
Sorry, what was that?
if they want to be a jockey, what would your reaction be?
If they really want to, I will support them. But I will never like making that pressure. Hey, do you want to be a jockey? If they want by themselves, it's okay. I will support them, and then I will always for them.
Awesome. I'm going to catch up on a few comments here from Saul Hasrana. Okay, guys, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names. I am trying, but also the screen is far away, and even with my glasses, it's hard to see, and I'm not great with names anyway. Hardworking kid has far to go. Absolutely. Julie Ramjeet says, well said, Alberto. She is a huge advocate for jockeys and the stuff that they go through. Ada Velez gives you lots of kissy faces. Carol's back saying, yes, I love him. He has the nicest smile. Oh, we got Eddie J. Zambrana, a fan favorite and
Hey,
friend
the
of the
best,
show.
the
El Bebo, miss
best.
you, bro.
I can't imagine them two together. Like I don't. That's
It's
the whole.
epic. It's epic. I'm telling you, that's like when I'm not even going to get into my wedding
I feel
anymore
like you
because
could
I've
have a
already
room of.
discussed it. But
I feel like you could have a room of 100 people that would just be boring, and then you'd have them two that would make up for it completely.
oh, absolutely. You do not need anything else. You have any party and you just add a little Eddie Joe and a little Alberto. Boom, magic. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have Emil Baez. Randall is going to miss you so much. And
I'm
as
gonna miss him too.
always, Terry Hay, come right at Golden Gate Fields. So now you have an invitation if you want to
I
try
wish.
something new.
I want to. I mean, I hope so.
Oh, Eddie Joe says, we are, I don't know if he's saying the beast or the best, because you guys are both. You are the best when you're together, and you are also beasts. So, yes.
I love you, bro.
Yes, we love Eddie Joe here. He's been on the show, and I'm sure we'll have him back for more because he's always a party.
We don't even need to attend. We don't even need to attend that show. We
I know.
just, you know.
Yeah. We can just let him go on his own. Let's just have Eddie Joe and Alberto for one night. That's
There we go.
The most entertaining show.
That's gonna be a good interview.
Yes. Okay, now Alberto, I'm going to change things up a little bit because we've been just trying out some new things here, and I'm going to ask you a couple would you rather questions, and just let us know which one you would rather do. Alberto, we know that jockeys have to ride with injuries all the time, minor and sometimes even major. So, would you rather have to ride with a broken finger or a broken toe?
Broken toe.
Okay. All right.
Broken
We've talked to many people on here who have ridden with broken toes. So obviously it's possible. In my mind, not possible, but clearly it is. Okay. Would you rather ride an Arabian or a quarter horse?
Arabian
Okay.
for sure. Of course, horse is dangerous.
I know. Yeah, those gates look really scary. Okay. Would you rather play cards or dominoes? I know both of those are super popular with the jockeys.
Card.
Okay. All right. Okay. Would you rather hang out on the beach or play in the snow since you relocated to Turfway? What do you prefer?
The beach.
Okay. I was hoping you would say that, but I don't know. Okay. Would you rather win the lottery or win the Kentucky Derby?
The Kentucky Derby.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. You said that with no hesitation. I love that enthusiasm. Would you rather ride a camel or an ostrich?
I would like to ride a camel.
Okay. It seems a little safer than an ostrich to me, but what do I know?
Which one do you have to jump out as after you pass you have to jump out?
I'm pretty sure it's an ostrich.
Ostrich, right? Yeah, you have to jump out before they get back on the I don't know.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to
Sound like a lot.
I'm trying to picture someone like wrangling an ostrich. Like, I don't know. I think a camel, you could just kind of stop it. But okay. And now here is a real deal breaker here. Let's see if you get this correct. Would you rather eat pineapple or pepperoni pizza?
He has to think about it. He already lost.
I have to think about it. I mean, it's really hard because I can eat both. I can eat both because I'm light, so I can eat a pizza.
Okay, but you gotta go for pepperoni over pineapple. Pineapple pizza's okay. Pepperoni. All right. Pepperoni. We'll let it slide. That was a little, but we'll let it go this time.
Oh wait. So what pizza? What topping do you prefer?
Hawaiian pizza is good too.
No. No,
I mean, it's not as good like pepperoni, but it's good.
We have a strong stance here on Horse Center, anti-Hawaiian pizza, but that's okay. For you, we'll make an exception. All right, Julie Ramsey says, the ostrich, Andre won that race at Turf Paradise. I'll have to share the video. Woo, okay, that's brave. No thank you. No thank you to the ostrich, and no thank you to the quarter horse. I am Arabian and camel myself, so I agree with Alberto.
Yeah.
So Alberto, Terry brought up Golden Gate. Are there any tracks that you're kind of circling that you're like, I really want to go there and run some races?
I mean, I really want to ride in Killen or Nira racetrack. I mean, it's one of my dreams right there. But whenever they give me the opportunity, I'll be more than pleasure to ride.
Are there any jockeys you want to share the room with? You haven't shared the room with yet?
I want to talk in the jockey room with people like Mike Smith and or something like that to share something so he can teach me something. So I would like to talk to him or something one day.
And then one of your first career milestones is coming up. You're 2 wins away from career 100. Did you know that? And how are you going to celebrate once you get to that?
I don't know. I really don't know. I probably call my mom or my dad or something. I tell him, Mom, I with my 100 and something like that.
That's awesome. We cannot wait to see win number 100. We got a few more comments here. Ellie Hess says, "You're such a cutie." Okay. And we also have from Jack Fate, "How much does a trainer tell a jockey how to ride? If you're riding a horse the way they say and it's not working, is it tough to not follow the orders and go the way you see it? I guess it happens to younger riders more." So how often do you have to like deviate from what the trainer tells you?
Yeah, most of the time they like he's right what he's saying. Younger rider than me, they probably say like, oh, he don't know nothing. Let me tell him how to ride my horse.
Right.
And the problem is I just read the form. I got the race in my mind. I know what is going to happen. I mean, at 50% because when the gates open, you have to do plan B, plan C, plan D, all plan that you have. But you have it bothered me a little bit because sometimes I got a really speed horse, take it back. Oh wow! So I had to. I'm like, oh shit. So I mean, it passed a couple times. It cost me a racer when I had to follow his order, and a couple times it cost me a race.
And why do you
And
think
then
they
the
say
match
that?
too.
Why do you think they say that? Like when you can clearly see you want to go out front, and they're like, "Oh, hold them back." What? Why are they doing that?
I don't know. They probably know something that I don't know. They probably I don't know. This I look at them like really? Or sometimes you got like 5 speed horses. Your horse has no speed, and they tell you go to the lead. And I'm like, it's no way. But you have to do what they say, because if you lose on their terms, it's okay. But if you do whatever you want and you lose, it's gonna be your fault and gonna cost you the barn.
Yeah, that is correct. And we got another comment here from Saul Hasrana. I don't know if I'm saying that right. "The doors at Gulfstream
right.
will always be open for you." Amen.
Thanks,
The doors
buddy.
will be open for you everywhere, Alberto.
Thanks. Yeah.
So speaking of mounts, you have 2 mounts tomorrow. Have you looked at them yet? And what do you think of the 2 horses you have tomorrow?
Yeah, I rode both of them. I win one of them here in Turfway. Sorry, I win one of them already. So the trainer Jonathan won claiming, and I'm just I'm glad he didn't take me off. He killed me in the horse, and I think the horse I like it. I know the horse since Presco, and I like that horse. I don't even look the race yet, but I know what kind of horse I have.
Awesome.
And what about your other one, Mrs. K?
She tried. She tried really hard. She tried really hard too, and I hope both run well.
Yes. Well, we will be watching and cheering you on. That's for sure. Now, do you have any tips for us for betting Turfway Park? We got a lot of
I
bettors
don't
who
bet.
watch the show. You don't bet? I don't
bet.
either. I try to
Are
put
you
that
good
out
at-
there for the handicappers.
Are you good at looking at the program, though? Like when you're not running, are you good at looking at the program and kind of figuring out which horse is going to perform well?
Yeah, when I with somebody and they ask me like, "Hey, what do you think?" and I tell them, "Hey, I think this horse or this horse." If they wanna bet, it's okay, but I don't bet. But I always look at it and say, "Okay, this horse have a shot." I don't know when in Tampa one day I was with my friend looking at races, and they told me, "Oh, this horse can lose or something." I say, "Man, watch out with this horse." He was the A horse. He was like what 20-1 or 15-1. Say, "Man, watch out! This horse is doing really well." And the horse finished second, really close.
Nice. Well,
Yeah, at
they're
Turfway,
both
most people would just say you just throw it at a dartboard and that's how you pick the number because they're all over the place.
Yeah, there are really good horses in here. You don't even know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
Jack Face says, "Thanks, wishing you great success." And Alberto, I just have one more question for you. What advice would you give to someone who is young, just getting started in the business?
Like I told you before, when something is not working for you, when you're getting no opportunity, when the trainer don't give you horses or something, don't get grumpy, don't get mad, don't give up. You never give up. Wake up, saw the trainers every morning, tell them good morning. You need help today. You're good today. That will work for you in long terms. Not tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow or not today, but in long term that will work for you. Smile, be happy. When they say good morning, they say good morning back with a smile. Doesn't matter what happened. Doesn't matter what happened in your house or something. Just leave it in there. Come with it to the track like another person, like the same person that you are, but leave the sad person or the problem that you have in your house. Don't drag that to the track. Be always grateful and like that. Never give up.
I love that. And we have a comment here from Jean Mitchell. I've been around lots of jockeys, and Alberto gives 100% and has heart. He's very focused and a great person. We could not agree more, right, Sean?
Absolutely. So I have one last question. You're a talented rider. You smile all the time. You laugh. You dance. You drink Kool-Aid. You eat Hawaiian pizza. What else? What else does Alberto Burgos do?
I play volleyball really well.
Oh, okay.
That you don't hear much. Okay, that's a different.
Yeah.
I play volleyball really well. When I was in Tampa with the boys, I played volleyball with him. And
Awesome.
Yeah, I
yes,
like to do
we love our volleyball here.
Yeah, but I like to do all kinds of sports: volleyball, football, basketball, all kinds of sport.
Awesome.
Nice.
Another thing he does in his free time is make the funniest posts on social media. So if you are not following Alberto, do yourself a favor and go do that right now. Very entertaining. Lots of short jokes that make me chuckle. Very,
That's
very
me.
fun.
So since you dance, do you sing too?
No, I can't sing. I'm not a good singer.
What about once the Kool-Aid works?
When the cooler works, man, I'm not
I love it. We got a few more comments here from Terry Hay. I really like Alberto's enthusiasm, and the great interviews just keep happening with two really great hosts of the show. Terry, thank you.
Yeah.
That is so sweet. We love Terry.
They are
He's
the best.
awesome. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, you got anything else, Sean?
No, that's it. We knew this show was going to be great, and I'm glad more people get to discover Alberto. And you said this was your first interview. I think other shows should line up to get Alberto on.
Absolutely. Agreed.
And
Oh,
if not, we'll get you back on in a few months. So.
Yeah.
Actually, either way, we'll get you back on in a few months.
I will more than pleasure to come back.
Awesome. We appreciate that. We know you are a busy man, Alberto, hopping here, there, and everywhere. So we'll let you go. Sorry, we ran a little bit long, but how could we interrupt you? You're great. So you take care and have a wonderful night. Good luck.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me tonight.
Thank you.
Aw, isn't he the best?
Yeah, like I put on social earlier, you could tell by the videos that you did that
I know.
he's going to be an easy guy to talk. So make our job easy tonight for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another comment here from Grandma Horse Racing. Need dance move called the Alberto. The Alberto, it's a lot. There are a lot of dance moves going on there, but they're all great. Let me tell you. Yeah. I am so happy to see Alberto doing better and better all the time. And I can't wait to see what happens for him in 2023. Gonna miss him dearly at Tampa and Presque Isle. But I think he's making the right moves for his career as well. He's very focused on his business and providing for his family. And, like we said earlier, sometimes you got to get up and move to do the right thing. And he's definitely having success in Turfway. And I'm sure that at Indiana, that will just continue and multiply. So it's good for him.
Yeah, and that's a great opportunity at Turfway and Hoosier. There's a lot of jockeys there. There's a lot of horses there. There's a lot of money. We talk about tracks all the time decreasing in purses and stuff. I believe they're increasing all the time. Right. So a huge opportunity for him there, and more people get to know him and see his personality and his skills on the horses, and more mounts and more success will come his way.
Definitely a young and up and coming. We love those here at Horse Center. Those are our favorite guests, is the newbies that people don't know that much about yet, that we get to kind of shine a spotlight on. And then we can look back later and say, see, we told you.
Yeah, surprising nobody's interviewed him yet. But
I know.
yeah, we're always great to be the first interview. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll have to add him to our list because we've done that a few times now. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, what else have we got going on, Sean?
So tomorrow, Terry and Charles will be back with Gulfstream, as Rich will be live with you at Tampa Bay.
Yes, we are so excited for that.
I don't know when he's supposed to arrive. I haven't heard that he has arrived yet, but
he has arrived. Yes, and we will be heading. We're heading to the track at like 6:20 in the morning. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
He's gonna be tired. I don't know when he got off the plane, but
I don't know either. I told him, I'm like, is that too early for you with the time change and whatnot? He's like, it's fine. We got this. I'm like, okay, let's do it. I'm all for it. I like those early morning pre-dawn, shots. Those are my favorites. So maybe I'm kind of pushing him into it, but it'll be fun.
He doesn't sleep anyway. All he does is work, so he'll be fine.
Okay.
Tomorrow night we have Jesus Castanon on, and that will not be his first interview for sure.
No, that'll be his.
He's got
10,000th. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's had a storied career, so
should
be another great interview. It will be the first time he's on with us, so we'll get to talk to him for the first time. So it'll be great.
Greatly looking forward to that. Jesus is another just class act. Someone else you always see smiling and in a good mood. So. Can't wait to have that chat. And we got one more comment coming in here from Jack Bate. Great interview. Have a great night. Thank you. You as well. All right. Is that pretty much it, Sean?
That's pretty much it. College basketball is coming on. Obviously, pickswiththeprofessor.com, at Professor Sides Twitter, and Picks with the Professor on YouTube. If you're betting college basketball, you definitely want to check him out. He goes through the stats, and he's been picking winners. So definitely something to check out.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Sean Patrick Nolan, if you're still here, brass hat. He mentioned Willie's win on brass hat in the Don handicap. Boom. I got a whole brass hat wall back here. I was telling him I would show it to him. So I don't know if you can see. This is brass hat in the Ohio Derby. That's at Hoosier Park on a grade 3 race. I can't even see which one, but yeah, we're big brass hat fans here as well. So very happy to hear that you enjoyed watching brass hat run. That was probably Willie's favorite mount of all time. So awesome. Thank you for that. And we also have to shout out Fantac. Sean and I are both rocking some Fantac gear tonight. They make tons of great products. You can get products that are based around your favorite jockey, your favorite horse, based around HRT, all of that. So don't forget to check them out. And you can customize, personalize absolutely everything, which is another.
Well, the Fantac's the hat you got. Horse Racing Today, you got to go to our website.
Oh, sorry.
You got to go to horseracingtoday.net and then go to shop for the HRT hat or the HRT shirt that Jamie has on. And I believe yours on the back says Forever Wild, Jamie, or no?
No. On my hat just says Fantac. On my shirt, I have it on the front.
Ah, there you go. See, you can put all that. You can do whatever you want on there, and it will adjust for you, and it will give you a price. So it's and the stuff holds up. So that's one of the few ways you can support us right now. So anything like that is greatly appreciated. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're working on tons more stuff. Obviously, Rich is going to be there tomorrow getting some footage. Gulfstream Saturday. Sunday night, if all goes well, Sunday night at 9:00, we talk about mental health. We're going to do Julie and I are going to do a mental health jockey show. I have Tyler Green lined up. Not Tyler Green. Wow, I combined them. Aubrey Green and Tyler Connor lined up. And I have 2 more names to be released later once I confirm them. But we'll talk about some of what we talk about with every guest. But we'll just do all about that on that show. And they'll be open with us. And we'll get to find out more about the jockey life and the hard part of it.
Yeah, I was actually taking pictures of Aubrey and Angel today for their engagement shoot, and she was talking about that. So she's really looking forward to that and getting a chance to, explore that topic. It's important. Mental health is real, and especially for these guys who get beat up every single day, not just physically, but emotionally. So I don't know how they do it. I know I could not. I get a little bit of hate and bullying and I fold like a little wilted flower. These guys, they deal with it continuously and somehow they just keep it on. So they can teach us a lot, right?
Yeah. I mean, and you could see with Alberto there, he was smiling. All you brought up about the mental health, and it like hit home. There's always, and this goes further than just jockeys or anybody in horse racing. This goes in people in general.
Right.
Somebody can be out there smiling, laughing. They look like they're having the time of their life. And how many times do you find out they weren't? So you always want to check on people no matter how happy they look, because you never actually know. That's
true. Amen. All right. Well, that takes us wire to wire on Horse Center tonight. And we thank you so much for tuning in. And we appreciate the comments, the views, the likes. Please keep that up. If you are not already following us, then follow us on all the little social media you see going on that little banner right down there. Horse Race, the number 2 day. That helps us more than anything right now as we continue to grow. And we love your feedback on what you like and what you want to see more of. We appreciate that as well. So I will see you guys definitely tomorrow at Tampa Bay Downs. Can't wait to film all that. But we will also see you soon in the
winner circle.
Good night, everyone. Oh, there we go.